One of the latest trends in the society is this sex.
You have to be a great actor as a parent. So look, bring your boyfriend home. Let's have dinner.
How would you describe Gen Zs?
Growing up for them, they are more of the I need to get this and I'm going to get it. They don't want to know what's going to happen, there are challenges. They just believe I must get it and I will get it.
Would you say that the way you were brought up is still useful to you training your child now?
While I was growing up, I was with my grandma, and when I'm misbehaving, I know how she scolded me. And that I'm putting into consideration while I'm training my own child too. So I think for me, that aspect of training I'll still give to my own children.
My mom is always, Angel, read, you do this, there's a timetable. In the morning, you read before the Zoom class. My Zoom class is late. So I do my things on my aqua, then do my Zoom class, then have a break, then go watch TV. Then the night I do my exercises.
Do you think children should be flogged right now?
I don't flog like Cain, but at least with my finger, I can just do this. And then she knows, okay, mommy is angry, I shouldn't do that again. Sometimes I have this mom guilt, like I shouldn't be beaten because, you know, this social media, we get to hear many things. I've attended training, so if you have to beat, I don't subscribe to belts, canes, whatever.
I agree with what they've said. After you speak to me at first, flog me. It won't be complete if you don't come at the end of the day and say, Jada, do you know what you did was wrong?
When you have issues, first off, who is hearing it, your friend or your parents?
It depends on the type of issue.
Okay.
Like that. But let's say my friend gets to know the shallow part, but my parents get to know the deeper part because I trust them very much more than my friend.
Have you been exposed to any sort of sexual education?
Normally, you see children. I'm sure in the olden days, I'm not sure it happened to all of us, but when you're watching a movie with your parents, you notice that when they're about to do something sexual, like when they're about to maybe kiss or do another thing, your parents, they don't even need to tell you before you close your face. But now you see children of 2, 3 watching movies where they are doing more, and that is a little bit of exposure. Another thing contributing to this is the internet. The internet can be is like fire. It can be a good servant but a very bad master. But the down is the friend aspect. Oh, did they go and watch this kind of thing? This thing, type this. That is a very common way of getting the 21st century. One of the latest trends in the society is this sex. Jada, do you know about this thing? Like, yes, I know about it even more than you. They will now start arguing, going deeper. So I believe that sex education should be known when he start noticing changes about his body. That, oh, when I wake up in the morning, this particular thing happens to me. When I sleep at night and wake up the next day, when I stay beside the girl, this kind of thing happens to me. Then you should start educating them, and you have to be friends with them. So when those particular things start happening to them, they will run to you and tell you. Then you know that, okay, I need to start teaching this child about sex education.
How would you say parents should handle social media?
The way you talk to your children at home would determine how they're going to do outside, and talking about the internet. Do you understand? So that's what I feel. You just need to just talk to them, because you can't just stop them. He has a phone, I have a phone. I can't always go to your phone and check. What if you delete it?
Even when you're not there, he knows that he shouldn't do certain things. He wouldn't do such things. He knows that this consumption is not good for me. He wouldn't visit such sites, even when his friends tell him and they're telling him to try such sites. And he's really pressured. He could even come to tell you, like we said earlier, because you're friends. I tell him to view this site. I don't know what's about. Maybe, Mom, why don't you just do this? Or what's it about? And then your mom or your dad can guide you. And then remember that when you're talking to them, that tell me about anything, when they tell you some things, don't give them that shock. Like, she told me this information then. Don't let that shock. You have to be a great actor as a parent. You have to be great. So you have to just absorb that shock, like, okay, no. So then you explain to them in their own terms. So for me, assignments can be done. You can watch cartoons. You can do whatever you want to do online. You can watch movies. But just show them the way. Block what you have to block and talk to them. And when you talk to them, you know that you just talk once a year. Maybe you do quarterly. Maybe you're talking about monthly. You have family meeting. Yes. Maybe every first Monday of the family meeting, people gather, talk. This. So you remind them. And then it's a continuous process. So their mind is renewed.